does chat show up?
Hello! Welcome, everyone. Glumhippo, you have to open a chat window yourself. You have to go to
In
the
Zoom?
stream. Not Zoom.
Oh, okay. Got it.
You have
Okay,
to
understood.
go open
Oh,
a...
good. I understood. Understood.
Yep.
I mean, not to tell you to stop talking, but just to not, you don't have to explain it to everyone. Okay, I'm gonna. There, I've muted us, and I can see us on this computer over here.
Very nice.
Okay,
Welcome. And
Thank you.
yes, welcome to our special guest, Glumhippo, aka Philip Bluma.
Appreciate it. I'm glad to be here, and I'm gonna be more verbal over time. Just getting used to the fact that as I speak, people can actually hear and register what I'm saying.
How's our balance of volume? Am I louder or quieter than the other two?
Testing,
You can compare my
testing.
volume as well.
Yeah.
I put the microphone closer to me than it was before, so hopefully that helps.
I
I
am
am
louder
talking.
than the other two. Okay.
I am talking, but I'm not talking. But I'm not talking loud enough, says dumediat. I can turn up my headphone
Zeta could be
volume, but that's
louder.
not gonna do anything.
I have loudened the Zeta. Let me know
Well-
if that has made me better.
Oh, you should not have adjusted that yourself.
Oh, okay. I can put it back. I mean, there's only two settings for it anyway, so
Well,
you can put it
Actually,
back.
you just turned yourself down. I think when you thought you loudened the Zeta, you did nothing, and now you have turned yourself down.
No, I put myself back where I was. So I when I said I loudened
You are
the Zeta, I
definitely
put
not
it up
back
to
where
2.
you were. You are definitely quieter than you were.
Zeta, you're such
Okay.
a loudener.
How about that?
Now you're back where you were.
Hi,
Okay.
Hi, J40.
Yeah,
it's okay, Selena. I don't either.
I have not even looked at the rules.
I am the only one who has looked at the rules, and they have
Excellent.
made me glum. Yeah, Vibhav, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. We'll get there.
Dumediat, do you have a
We will
bet
get there.
tree for this puzzle?
Is dumediat here? How do you know? Oh, I see.
Dumediat did say something in chat, so
Yeah.
excellently.
That's why I'm not the host, because I can't remember shit like that. Oh, is this a family-friendly channel?
No. You can swear.
Well, then again, shit is also family-friendly, I hope.
Hopefully.
Yeah, imagine if
Row
it wasn't.
8, column 8.
Oh, okay. Then I will not look at that that cell until the very end. Here, let's get some more natural light in here. Okay. Oh, so much better.
Excellent.
Uh-oh.
Yes, we are excited to welcome the
Row
Glummus
8,
to
column
Fippos.
2 is the actual one that Dumediat meant. Dumediat did a me and mirrored the intended cell.
No, what he did was he gave you a psycho look and say clue.
Ah, I see. I'll
Actually,
know what that
Zeta,
means by the end of this puzzle, maybe.
You could raise your volume, I think.
How's that?
Yeah, that's
Why so
sounds
glum
about the
chum?
same, but
You know, chum is what they feed to like
Sharks?
to sharks and killer whales in captivity. They feed them chum. So when you say why so glum chum, is because I haven't had any chum this morning.
Makes sense.
But I'll get over it.
Uh,
I'm not actually glum. I am actually a hippo, but I'm not actually glum.
if it will help with the rules, there is a solved example on the LMD page.
Yes.
We might go
But
look at that.
I'll explain the rules. I have totally internalized them.
excellent.
But let's read them first.
I have just turned very purple. Now I'm blue again.
Was that intentional?
No, it is the camera software that he uses changes his color at random.
at Rayon. Wow.
Well, it's the hardware. It's trying to adjust for white balance, and it doesn't think I should be so blue.
Microstudy is.
Would you like to read the rules, Tristan?
Sure, and I'll open betting after we read the rules. So in this puzzle, we have normal Sudoku rules. We have German whispers, where adjacent digits differ by at least 5. We have our good old Renban, where these are a set of consecutive non-repeating digits in any order. What? Microstudy?
He was complaining that I decided to cover my shoulders. I'm starting to feel. Okay. Okay, so continue explaining Renban. Renban, sorry, I have to pronounce it like Zeta. Renban. There's in German the word Renban means racetrack, but it's not spelled that way.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
The reason we pronounce it Renban is because it's from Japanese, and that's how it's pronounced in Japanese.
Yes, very respectful.
And it means serial number.
I thought I just pronounced it that way because I tend to go for short vowels instead of long vowels, or whatever it is that I do with vowels.
Is a long vowel.
Oh, long vowels? Do I tend for long vowels? I don't know. Anyway, read what look and say means.
Okay.
Psycho look and say.
Psycho look and say. Digits in pink cages point to boxes in the grid and provide a referred cell which is in the same position in both boxes.
For example, right?
For example, the number in the top left corner should be read as a look and say number, which says the exact number of times a digit appears in the cells referenced by that cage. For example, a 2-3 clue means there are exactly 2 3s in the referenced cells. Digits placed within cages do not count towards the look and say total unless they are self-referencing, and digits may not repeat in cages.
Okay, so let's do an example. Go to the 16 cage at the top right.
Yep.
Now just put in a 7 and a 2 and a 3. No, not a 3. 7, 2, and 5. Okay, so those obviously don't add up to 16 because the sum is not relevant here. We don't use that number at all.
So is that
for
like referencing?
And now, okay, yeah. All right. So in box 2, yes, that's so the one you've highlighted is the referenced cell in box 2. Why? Because it's the same position as the 2 in box 3. Okay, and then in box 5, the 6th position. Right. All right. So that 725 is telling you that in box 5, that position, in box 2, that position, and in box 7, that position are the referenced digits, and one of them is a 6. Dumediat, do I have that right?
Gorgeous. Okay.
Okay, I get it.
One of those is a 6. Now, if it said 36, that would mean that all of them are 6s, and that's really not possible, obviously, because then you'd have 2 6s seeing each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's probably not the clue that we start with, but that's how look and say works. In this case, a psycho look and say.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay.
The psycho cage, I should say, psycho cage, look and say.
Let me open betting here.
And
there's a variant. The rules keep going, Tristan.
Oh, the rules keep going.
Yeah, because there's that's the standard, and then it says there's a variant.
Oh, good Lord.
You guys are both making it sound scarier than it is, and why are you trying to make it sound scarier?
I'm not. I just wanted to make sure Tristan read the last part about the variant.
I'm teasing. I'm sorry. I apologize for teasing it forever. I apologize forever.
As a variant rule for this puzzle, if a cage claims a cell as part of its look and say clue, so that's saying if this is, well, that's impossible. That's impossible too.
Put a 4. No. Okay, that's good. No, don't put a 4.
So if a cage claims a cell as part of its locusei clue, so if this is actually a 6, is what we're saying.
Right. Now, unfortunately, you don't have another cage that'll give you that example.
Right, but what we're saying is that if...
All right, let's go to a different one. Go to box 9. I'm sorry to interrupt you. In box 9, put a 7 in the 19 cage in the upper right. That one. Okay, if there was a 7 there, then that... Oh, no. Sorry. Let's give a better example. Put a 3 there. Yeah, a 3 there. Now, I'd put a 9 there. Okay. But now you can't put a 3 in box 4 in that same position. Box 4.
Or box 4. Yeah.
You can't put a 3 there. You can't put a 3 there because that also claims that there's a... Oh, wait. That doesn't quite work. Wait,
if
what?
this were a 19 cage instead of an 11 cage, you couldn't put a 3 there, I think is what this is saying, right? I think that's what it's saying, because I think only the digit counts, or only the digit that's claimed by the cage actually counts. And so in this case, there's a lot of cages that count 1s. So the 1s we're going to have to be extra careful with, because there are, between the cages, I already count 7. Yeah, I think the cages refer to the locations of 7 1s. So we have to make sure those 7 1s are different, if I counted correctly.
Thank you. Cool. So I think that last clue, that last rule is going to disambiguate stuff. So we can always reread it when and if we need to.
Okay, let me...
It seemed like you had a digit for us.
Hang on, let me open betting.
Yes.
Row 8, column 2 is the bet cell, as anybody can see by looking at it. Unless you're new here.
It's all prettified.
In which case, you shouldn't think that I come here all the time. I've been here never before.
But to them, you'll have been here all the time.
Yes, exactly. To the new people. It'll be like old hat. They'll say, hey, which one of these is the host again? Okay.
Okay.
All right. So it strikes me that there are a lot of cells referencing 1s. And those are probably the ones that are going to be helping us with the refers. I mean, those are the ones where the very last rule will probably play a role eventually. But I'm just guessing.
Yeah, that was my thought. Yeah, the 7 total 1s.
Another possible break-in is in the 19 cells in box 9, or the 14 cells in box 1. I shouldn't call them 14. I should call them 1 4 and 1 9. Well, the 1 9s are a little bit weaker, maybe because we already have some 9s in the grid. So that digit, for example, it can't be 6 and 8. It can't be 1 4. Well, it could be a 4.
Yeah, this could be a 4.
That's just rude. But go to the other one. The other one can't be 6 or 8. It can't be 1 4 or 7. And it can't be 9, can it?
Yeah, so let's full good lift this.
Why couldn't it be 9 and be self-referencing?
Yeah, it could be self-referencing. But, okay.
But
yeah,
let's full good lift this cell, because
So,
we have 2 high digits in this. So
right. And a green and a
and it'll be
German
helpful
whisper.
for people in chat trying to understand the rules for us to full good lift this. So just
Yes.
Okay, so this
1
is
through
not
9
1. It could be 2. It could be 3. can't be
Can't be
4.
4. Could be
It
5.
can't be 5. No, it could be 5 and have these reference each other. That's hilarious.
Right. Well, hilarious
Certainly.
is a very relative term. It can't be 6.
It doubly can't be 6.
It can be 7. No, it can't be 7.
It can't be 7. And it
And
can't,
it can't
be
be
8.
7. It can't be 1, 4, and 7 because there's a 9 in that column.
Right.
And and it can't be 6 because there's an 8 already occupying it. It cannot be 8 because 8 is already referenced. So there are only 3 options.
It could be 9 though, right?
Yeah,
And
it could be 9.
yes. Right. But why would it be?
I know that seems very unlikely. If it
just-
were a 9, it would force a 7, 1, 2 exactly onto the German Whisper.
And we can't have that.
Yeah, that
Actually,
seems-
we can explore that for a moment. If you put 1, 2, and 7 on the line, you've got 1, 2, 7, 6, 8, 9, and then there might not be a lot of options for the other 19 cage. But is that
yeah, maybe we should good lift the other one just to make sure that there's nothing nothing that's going to break with that, because that seems like where the weak point is, that in these 2 boxes there's 2 high digits given.
Okay,
5,
not
6, 7,
1.
8, 2, 3, 4, 9. 2, 3.
Looks like 2 is fine.
2, 3, 9.
Looks like 3 is fine. 4 doesn't work. Oh no, 4 does work, sorry.
Oh, that's rude.
5 and 6 don't work.
Correct.
9.
7 doesn't work.
No. But 8 and 9 do work.
8 doesn't work because there's an 8 in the box.
Oh, right.
Cool.
So
Cool.
at most, one of these is 9, and then the
What's
other
this
2 are
message?
almost forced to be low, but not quite. I don't know why I'm obsessed with this length 3 German Whispers, which it's because there's 2 highs given in the box is why I wanted to think about it, but maybe it is not a fruitful thing to look at.
Okay. Sorry. The top right one, row 7, column 9, can't be a 3, I think. No. I was saying it wrong. There's a sorry. Please ignore me with gusto.
Oh, no, I can't have them in that order. The hippo gets cut off. Sorry, I'm playing around with what order we appear in. You know what? I liked it how it was originally.
So do you want to do the
Anything
same
to
thing in
distract
box
from the
1?
puzzle.
The great face cam swappening of 016. Yeah.
What? What year? What year are we in? Okay.
It's always 016. It is true there cannot be a 9 on this. So these are
the Renban
these
is-
are only from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If that seems
Yeah.
worth noting, and definitely contain a 3. So that rules out as candidate, because the 8 in the box.
It
makes
definitely
it-
contains a 3.
Yeah. So
Ay.
so hey, progress.
Mhm. Okay.
Can we do a similar thing in the ones in the Renban in column 3? Actually, if it's high, it's 6, 7, 8. Otherwise, it's only from 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
And those look up at.
interestingly, one of these cells must be a 5.
Why can't
Oh,
the center
that's
cell
true.
be a 5? Oh, 'cause there has to
Sudoku
be a
and
5
German
in the row.
Whispers.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
One of those 2 is a 5. Okay, got it.
Whispers.
Yep.
That was
Okay.
Michael's 0.99% sneaky.
Those one
If this is a
cages.
5, if this is a 5, it's the reference works. If this is a 5, it can't be a reference.
Right, okay, got it.
Can we corner mark this or center mark the 1, 4s in box 1 in the same fashion? Because I see a Renban also looks at one of those, and I'm curious if we can maybe put that together, because that Renban's also quite restricted in terms of what it can be. In fact, it's even more restricted than the other one.
Right. Even though well, there are no 4s in the grid. That's one problem. Oh, wait. Which one are you looking at?
I was looking at the 1-4s and
Yeah. Just there are no given one. There are no given 4s.
Right. So there we don't have a lot of things that we can rule out, I guess.
But
is the point.
this could be. I mean, the problem is this could still be 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, the single cell.
What I was hoping to do was to rule out that was 6, 7, 8, but maybe that is hopeless until we know more about 4s.
The single cell bobbins are the most useful. Yeah.
So I mean, we know neither of those is a 1. Is it possible we should be thinking about where 1 goes in box 1? I can get it down to 5 places. That doesn't feel fantastic, but
Oh, that's how long it took.
yeah, Sayori is saying what I said looking at the grid, which is that this looks like the Fistemafel ring wants to be useful, but it doesn't seem like it can possibly be useful because it's all about these numbers that are indexing things. Like, I assume it could be useful at some point, but I can't imagine how one would use it with the particular rules we have in this puzzle.
Should we mark these cells in box 5?
It
Maybe
is
some
true
of them.
that the 2 9s, the 2 19s and the 2 15s are linked in that they can't go in the same column, for example. So like row 4, column 4, its indexed cell can't be in the same column as the indexed cell in row 6, column 4, for example. So it does make some sense to mark these.
Okay, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9 on the highlighted one. And then we can erase from there. Let's say it's not 8, obviously. If you make it a 9, then there's a 9 in 2, 9, 3, 9.
You can't make it a 9. You can't make it a 9.
Okay.
Because of the variant rule. Because this would be indexed by this and be self-indexing.
No, sorry. That's not indexing that cell. It's indexing row 7, column 7, not row 7, column 9.
Oh. Yep.
But
my bad.
Row 6, column 4, you should mark row 6, column 4, because row 6, column 4 can't be the same as row 9, column 7 by the variant rule. So let us look at what this can be. So can't be 1. I don't see any reason it can't be 2.
Mm-hmm. 2.
I think it can be 3. I think it can be 4.
No,
it can't be.
True.
Oh, it could be 4.
Yeah. It can't be 5. Can't be 6 because we can't put a 9 on that Renban.
Mm-hmm. Can't be 7.
Yeah, can't be 7 because it would repeat 9 in the column. I think it could be 8.
Can't be 9 because
be 9 because of the thing I said earlier.
Yep.
Right, because then that would be a 5, which is not marked. All right.
Well, no, it would. If this was a 9,
that would have to be a 5.
This would. No, it would be a 9. But then, because this is indexing a 9, not a 5.
Oh, okay, got it.
This is placing a 9.
Yeah.
But then these two would refer to this, would place a 9 in the same cell, which they're not allowed to by the variant rule.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this can't be 9 by sudoku.
Right.
Cat points out wisely. I'll be right back.
I'm beginning to appreciate how hard it is to follow chat when you're trying to solve these. So if anyone feels like they're being ignored by me, it's because I dislike you. No, it's exactly like I was just saying. It's because I'm not reading the chat very well. I can move it a little bit more. Good to internalize the rules.
I have an easier time following chat when I'm streaming solo than when I'm streaming with people.
Oh, because you have to pay attention to us as well, huh?
Yes, and also just because of my technical setup, when I'm streaming with people, I can't have chat on the same screen as the Sudoku grid.
Mhm. Okay. A 5 there means that there's a 1 in box 5 in that position. 5. Okay. Right?
Sven says
No,
I
not
need
that.
more screens. Hey Sven, good to see you.
So it's so funny that 2 out of the 3 cells in these 3 cell 11 cages are just tell you nothing. Just one of
Yes.
them tells you that one of them says there's a 1 over there.
This
That
is this is
quite
what Zeta
astounding.
calls a very weak constraint, which is what he loves.
It's weak to the point of flabby. It's a flabby constraint. The flabbiest. No, among the flabbiest. It's like those, uh, somebody created these weak palindromes where it's, the parities of the cells read the same backwards as forwards. It's like, okay, that's great. I find that very interesting, but it's very weak.
One of these is a 5, Michael points out by Sudoku and German Whisper.
Oh, okay.
And if this is
So,
a 5, it does work. Because that puts a 4 here and a 9 here.
mhm. Yeah. Hmm. All right. So which
Paul Fly
cages
talking
are?
about knapp daneben palindromes? What is that?
Wait, what?
Uh,
What does it have to do with it? Knapp daneben. Paulfrey, we're not doing knapp daneben. Knapp daneben means off by 1. I mean,
Yeah.
practically, those are those off by 1. Don't even mention that if we're not doing it. It's crazy enough. Well, okay, so dumediat just got an inspiration. Go away, dumediat. No more inspirations for you. I shake my German finger at you. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Do you have another finger that is not German?
I really don't want to discuss this. 1, 2. So, do you know those 21 cages? Just to note them, I don't know if this is useful yet, but they refer to different ones, and they can't collide with each other.
Right.
And yet, one of them is in position, but 2 of them are in position 9. 2 of them are in position 1.
Yeah,
So-
they reference the same 3 cells.
Oh, that's
Well,
not
no,
quite.
that
But
true?
they 2 of the 3. 2
these
of them,
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's worth at least.
So there are 4 total 1s in those 2 positions. No, not necessarily.
Not
because,
necessarily.
yeah, because of the
Because
right, because those cells.
what we
there are
might
4 total.
what we might
1
be proving
referrers.
is that these cells definitely reference ones. I don't know.
Yes, I believe that's true.
Puzzle link. I can give a puzzle link.
Thanks for asking, Jim. But why were you late? Just kidding. All right. I have to strike a different tone here. I have this mock aggressive tone, which doesn't mix well. Yeah, so each of those is referencing a 1 probably. So do we want to pencil mark them?
Do they have to be referencing 1s?
They do seem very restricted, but let's think about it.
Actually, maybe we should think about all 4 of them together, because all 4 of the 1 cages on the ring together reference the same 3 cells, or reference the same 4 cells, right?
1, 2, yeah.
Because the ones in the other corners, the 1 cages, those reference the 2 other cells, I think.
Yeah.
So I think if you take all 4 together, I think we're saying there's 6 total ones in these 4 positions.
Mhm.
Is that correct? Just in basically in the 4 corners. So there are 6
Yeah.
ones in corner cells. That is one way to say it that is, I think, useful. Because these cells are just the 4 corners. So in corner cells in the grid, there are 6 total ones. And it's going to be really difficult to put a 1 in row 1, column 1, or row 9, column 9, as far as corner cells go. But maybe we'll have to, and that'll give us a giant amount.
So, okay, but can we agree then that row 7, column 3 and row 3, column 7 are both indexers?
I don't understand why.
Because of the last rule. That is to say, if row 6, column 3 is an indexer, then row 3, column 6 is not.
Interesting point that if you look at the way these cells are laid out, none of them can be a 1. So you can't put a 1 in a corner in box 5.
Oh, interesting. That is a good point.
So 1 in the middle. There must be a 1 in row 5, column 5.
Why?
And that helps us.
So some people in chat are saying
I'm being so obtuse right now. Sorry.
J40 is saying that there can be no 1s in these positions in any box because there's some massive fish on 1s in corners, which is going to rule 1s out of every other cell except centers.
Yes.
So 1s can only be in corners and centers, is what we're saying.
So why don't you explain that carefully?
That was the first attempt to explain it carefully, actually.
So we know. Okay, we know that there are 6 1s in corner cells.
Mm-hmm. I think I can go with that.
And those 6 1s live entirely in 6 rows and 6 columns. Is the point, because there's only 6 rows and 6 columns in the entire grid that contain corner cells.
Right.
And so the point is, you can only put 1 1 per row and 1 1 per column, and therefore every 1 that is in one of those rows or one of those columns is in a corner cell, because you need 6 of them. So this is like an X-wing cubed, if you want, is the way that Chad is describing this. It is apparently called a whale. And so the point is that tells you that you rule 1s out of positions 2, 4, 6, and 8. It would be easiest to see this if Tristan would highlight every corner in the grid, but that's probably too annoying to actually do. But what we're really saying here is that all of these corner cells, you need 6 things, and so that is, you need 6 1s, and so that is consuming all the 1s and therefore ruling 1s out of all of these other cells. And so that gives us Glum Hippo's point that row 5, column 5 is a 1.
Right, but indirectly.
I'm giving you credit, because you can't put a 1 in either of
right,
those
my point
spots.
that you can't put a 1 in these cells. And then Glum Hippo gets to, well, then that's a 1. And that's going to give us a bunch of stuff.
And a digit dance.
Yes. Oh, I didn't get a friend.
Does each digit have a have its own dance? I'm sorry.
Yes.
It does.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I thought so.
Ba-doop, ba-doop,
I suspected as much.
ba-doop, ba-doop, woo. Ba-doop, ba-doop, woo. Ba-doop, 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 ba-doop.
My hippo doesn't dance, but
But your hippo lines up with the hippo in the background. And,
you see how he vanishes? He vanishes into the...
it's amazing. I do love the hippo.
So, okay, so
Yeah.
this
Thank
is
you.
going
He loves you
to
too.
this is going to reference a 1 here, which leaves this being the only place in the box for a 5, which is going to reference a 4 here, which references this 9.
Woohoo. And you should probably like gray out that 9 because now that 9 can't be referenced again. And so that's going to remove 9 as a candidate from row 9, column 7.
And this too can't be referenced, so this can't be a 4 anymore. Or can't be a... No, that's not true. Never mind. Well, this can't be a 4.
It is true that it can't be a 4.
Let's see. I don't have a gray in this
Light
palette.
purple. That's right. You got rid of gray. There we go.
This puzzle is of great profundity. And I'm
it
not
does
just
feel
saying
that way, doesn't it?
I'm not saying that just because of this first deduction, but because I realized we're going to get into some really, really meaty stuff here. So we have 1, 5, 6, and 9 in box 1, and so the German Whisper might be of interest. The high digits available to it are 7 and 8, and if both of them were on the box 1, sorry, if 7 and 8 were both on there, you'd have to have a 2, 2, 7, 8. Leaving
would...
3 and 4 in those cells. But if you only have one of them, then it could be 2, 3, 8. But in any case, 2, 3, 7, and 8 are the candidates.
But this
for the
can't
green
be a
German.
4. And
Yeah, one of
this-
those is a 4, that's for sure.
Right. 4 doesn't go on the Whisper. So one of these is a 4. So you could just corner.
Well,
mark
this
4.
one isn't... Wait. Oh, hang on.
One of them's going to need to be a 4.
Yeah, so corner mark 4, Tristan. In one of those 2 cells, because 4 can't go on the Whisper.
Well, this one can't be a 4 by the rules.
It puts
See-
a 1 in box 4.
It puts a
That's
4
okay.
in a 1-4 cage, which if I... Let me scan the rules here, but I think that's not allowed.
If you put a 4 there, then you also have to put a 4 in
In
row
the same
4, column
column,
3.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would repeat 4 in the row or in the column. Yes, that is. But wouldn't it repeat 4 in the column?
Yeah, it would repeat 4 in the column. That's...
Okay.
Yeah,
oh,
I
it
don't
is
think it
allowed.
has anything
Okay.
to do with the referencing, but it would repeat 4 in the
It
column.
would repeat
right?
4 in the column.
I don't think that's allowed.
Right. So this is definitely
there-
4.
Is there a fourth voice talking that you keep answering that question to, or you said that 3 times now? I don't know why. Maybe I missed something. Sorry. Okay, so that's a 4, but it might not be a referrer at all. It's
Right,
just the
right.
number 4. Okay. So the row 1, column 3 is 2, 3, 7, or 8.
Maybe we should also mark
can't be-
referrers.
It can't be a 7.
So yeah, the
3,
2, 3, 7, 8 quadruple in box 1 left.
Right.
And
Right.
we can't put a 7 in row 1, column 1.
That's correct. So 7 is definitely on the German Whisper. So if it is, then that takes away 3? No.
Oh,
Right,
right.
this
So
can't
it's not
be
in
a
row 1,
7.
column 1, and Glum Hippo's also identified it's not in row 1, column 3. So yes,
So this
7
this must be a
in-
2.
Right. And those are a
Yeah. So 3 is
And
not
these
on
are
the
a
Whisper,
7,
so
8.
3 must be. Yeah.
So that's a 3.
good.
And that is going to put a 4 here.
Which
Yep.
puts a 6 in
It
box
might.
4.
It might.
Oh, it
don't
might.
know.
Right. I just slapped myself right on my microphone. That didn't work. I won't do that again. I'm making a long list of things I'll never do again.
Again, with this constraint being very weak.
Yeah.
The fact that it's 3 cell.
Yeah.
cage,
Oh, this
GSL mark.
Renban, we should be able
That's-
to. Yeah. Now this Renban is 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
Okay.
And so,
So-
these are a pair below it of 1 and 2, actually.
So the 4 in box 1 can be colored as not referring to anybody. Make it gray, maybe. The 4 in that one. Yeah, that might be good to just generally do that. But now the 4 in box 3 could be, but we don't know. So I mean
Wait, why do we know this doesn't refer to anything?
Because it doesn't put a 1 on that cell, because that cell is labeled as 6, 7, or 8.
Oh,
Yeah. Sorry, I was uncommonly fast with that deduction. You're not used to me seeing things quickly. So
well, I'm just not used to this. I
Sure.
keep for some reason my brain thought that this was pointing at this cell. I don't know. Just
I will say one thing in general. If you ever do get used to this constraint, that's probably a bigger problem than
That's true. That's true.
oh,
how are
Paul
how are
Fly
you used-
asks. Paul Fly asks, "Where is our third 1 in the center of a box?"
Good one. Good one. Good point. That resolves some things in box 7.
Yes.
Very good. Okay.
And so
Now-
now we know this is not a referencing cell.
Okay.
Yep.
So
the other
these
two
two both are.
Very good. And
And so that one can't be a 6. Oh, never
This-
mind. Sorry, I can't count. Never mind. Sorry. In my brain, that was in box 6. Never mind. Can't be a 7, though. I think I'm counting correctly this time. I think that would
Yeah.
put a 1 on top of a
can't be
5.
set. Exact.
Yeah. Oops.
Whoops. Now you've done it. It's a fine mess you've gotten us into. 7, 9.
So with an 8.
Okay, look. I don't want to get you off your track. What were you thinking just now?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so look in box 9 now. The German Whisper. If it has box 9, the German Whisper, the high digits would be 7 and 9, but if they're both on there, then you have a 2, and then there's no value for the killer cage.
Ah, that's gorgeous. That's gorgeous.
So they can't
Can't
both
be
be on
too
there. So
high.
there are two low digits on there,
Yep.
and the middle digit must be a 9
Mm-hmm.
because yeah. So that makes that a 2.
I want to snag Paul Fly's point before it scrolls. Box 4, now every box that isn't one of these needs a 1 in a corner, and if you look at box 4, the 1 can only go there.
That is very clever.
Yeah, but if we do that, then the puzzle will be over sooner. Okay, so that's a 2.
So that's a 2, so that's a 9.
And we know where 3 and 4 go on the Whisper because of the 4 in row 1, column 9. So on box 9, you can write in 3 and 4.
Yeah, and you can gray that 9 that you just made.
So that's a 5, so that's a 9, and these do mutual
Refer
reference.
to each. Mhm. You can gray that 9 in box 2. And the only digit left in box 9 is a 7.
So Iori is
And
correct. Renban is forced.
and you can gray that one. You can gray the 7. Okay, now the Renban is forced to be 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay, so this
Or
isn't
there.
too painful.
No, I love the break in here. The break in here was gorgeous. 189 is what's left in column 7.
Okay,
That's
so
only an 8. Oh, it's
That's only a 9.
resolved.
That's only a 9.
okay, so the 6 or 7, and yeah, that the one you're pointing to right now is a referrer, row 4, column 3, is a referrer.
Mm-hmm.
And it can't be a 6.
Can't be a 6.
So and it doesn't help us. Okay, but that's cool.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't place anything.
Delta, delta, delta.
Okay, so look at row 4, column 4, because I'm seeing it can't be a 2 anymore if I can count to 2. Because it would put a 9 in a row with a 9.
Right.
It could be a 3. It can't
it's
be
not
a
a
6
6.
either. Yep.
Yeah, 3. So that takes 3 out of there, out of that row.
Yep, and we can gray that 9 now.
Gray,
Row 1,
9?
column 7 is now spoken for.
It's pinked.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, pinked.
Yeah, I guess
I'm
this
glad
is
I'm
also
not the one
pinked.
responsible for pinking and graying. You should probably fill in the whisper in row 3 that we now have a 9 on, so we now at least know where the highs and the lows are.
That's a 2 or a 3.
3.
That's a 7 or 8.
Or an 8.
Okay.
Which I thought sounded useful, but
7.
may not have.
Well, that's not a set. Well, no, it might
this,
be. It might be still be a
this,
referrer.
This isn't a referrer, so these two are.
Okay, so that must be an 8 in box 2.
Because a 7 would point to a 1 that's already been referred.
Well, a 7 would put a 1 on top of a 5.
I am fantastic at identifying where the point in the box is, let me tell you. I do it correctly at least a third of the time.
That one's a 4 in row 4, column 7 is a 4.
Right.
I agree.
Muy bien. Okay, you can write a 1 in row 6.
Yes. What's left in row 4?
Do we have all our 1s? We do have all our 1s, right? No, not yet. There's one more 1. I'm the guy with the hidden singles, basically. That's what I'm strong at. That's my my anti-kryptonite, whatever it is.
So row 4, what's left? 2 and 5 and 9. Is any of that useful?
Well, you're
not 9.
It's
check out
6.
6.
Check out row 6.
It's an upside down 9.
Row 6, column what?
Column 3. That can't be an 8 because we've already referred that number, which needs to be pinked. Sorry. Yeah, that has to be a 6 because that one has already been, you can pink. That needs pinking.
Where did it get referred to? Oh, in box 2. Got it. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Good job keeping track of those, by the way. That is
so that's a 6.
I would not
that's
be doing
8.
well at
so
that.
Go do some pinkage in box 6 then. The one in box 6 is pinkable. I am highlighting its pinkability.
Excellent.
Okay, and now we can't have a 5 in row 4, column 8. One, 3, 5, 4, 8, 9, 10,
Chat
6,
says
7.
8 is placed in box 5, which I agree after some careful consideration.
Okay.
Yes, this one is pinkable.
There can't be 2 highs on the whisper in row 7 because they would be 6 and 9, and there would need to be a 1, and we have all the 1s. So there are 2 lows on the whisper in row 7.
And so there's a 9 in the middle.
Yep, so there's a 9 in the middle. And those are 2, 3, or 4.
And there's only one place for 6 in that row.
Yes, beautiful.
So that's a 3 or a 4, and that's a 6. Good. Very good.
Where is this getting referenced from?
It doesn't have to get referenced from anywhere, right? Because there's only 7 ones that are referenced.
It is referenced by box 8, column 4. I mean, box 8.
But all ones in corners are referenced.
Right.
It's
Yes.
referenced by box 8. Yeah.
Yes, there it is.
So it can be pinked. I am highlighting its pinkability. I want to say that sentence one more time.
We can only hope that we can pink in digits in whatever the next puzzle we do is.
Oh, that means this is going to have to be a 3 because this can't get referenced any other way.
Right, it hasn't been referenced yet. That's correct. And besides, yeah, box 5 doesn't have a 1 there. Very, very nice. And that 4 references the only. Well, wait, what? That references. Oh, that doesn't reference anything because you can gray that one, or.
Right.
Or
this is
blacken
the
it or
only.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Dumediat, you have foxed us. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Okay. We probably have to do some sudoku.
Row 1, let's fill in.
Yeah.
You can mark it if you want, rather than letting me tell you that there's an upside down 9 in it.
By the way, I think this can only be a 7.
1, 3, 4, 8, 9, 6.
Nothing else can.
I mean, you could hit the mark button and it would make this easier, right?
No, the mark button doesn't understand.
No, I'm talking about by Psycho Look and Say.
So
this has to be a 7.
Oh, we have a naked single on the bed tree, so let's.
Why
not
can't
look
it
at
be a
that.
5? Chat asks, and I agree with chat.
Okay, it's a 5 or a 7.
This is why we use the mark button.
Don't be snarky. Okay, box 3. Yeah, the 3 there. Okay. Yeah, we have a hidden signal on the bed tree, so let's ignore that. But there is a 4 in row 8, column 1. And I'm only saying that because I know what's on the bed tree. I'm sorry, I'm bad. But that can't be a wait. That can be a no. That can't be referring to a 6. So you can gray the 4, and then yeah. Can you gray the 8? No.
The 8 could be referring to a 6, I believe.
The 7.
One of these is a 6.
Yes.
Right, but row 9, column 2. Yeah, row 9, column 2 is a 7, and it can't be referring to itself either. So that must be gray. A gray 7. Are you using black? I think that's a blackened 7, or my screen is just funny, I guess.
Just
no,
have gray.
I don't actually. I should rework my palette at some point. I just ganked this palette from MicroStudy, so blame him for any deficiencies in my palette.
The 8 refers to a 6. The 8 is the referrer to a 6 in
beautiful.
There in var. Cool.
And so that's a 3. It looks like.
Yeah.
Which looks up and gives us a 2.
And a 3 in box 2.
And a 3 in box 2.
And a 3 in box 3. Sudoku ruins everything.
It's true.
and then the 7 in box in row 3.
Row 3 has a naked single in it. Or an eye wing, as the youth are calling it these days.
Yeah.
Selena, MicroStudy posted this palette in zetamath discussions, so maybe if you get creative with searches in zetamath discussion, you might find it. Otherwise, I can export it and.
In box
Otherwise,
3,
you could ask MicroStudy nicely. I hear they're
MicroStudy doesn't have it anymore. He just said.
Oh, I see.
Box 3, you can blacken the 4. or gray the 4, excuse me. You can charcoal the 4.
Yeah, it's charcoal.
Ooh, I like that. That's got class.
Okay, so the remaining digits are 1, 3, 7, 9, 9, 2, 5, and 6. That's not great. 2 and 6. Oh, you have a 2, 6 pair in box 6. Yeah, row 5, column 9 is a 2 or 6. Okay, so there's a hidden pair in box 6, not extremely hidden, of 7 and 9. Box 6, 7. Box 6, the blank cells can be pencil marked 7 and 9.
I know which is which, and Mark does too.
Mark is
Give
So
us the
that's a
self-reference
5,
to
and it
5.
is self-referencing, and I
Thank you,
tried to
chat.
destroy the
You saved
world.
us.
Oh dear, is it all going to collapse now? That's just.
Yeah, I think it's
2.
just done.
Yeah.
No, I bet dumediat has
We
saved
still
us
need
one,
this,
Yeah, one consideration.
because that's not a... So this is going to place a 6. Where, though?
5.
Oh, 5.
5.
It
left
just
in the
has to be a
box.
5.
Yep, and that's.
I
And
don't
that
know
pink,
what else is
that
left in
pinks,
the box though.
That pink's the
Oh, there's a
6.
6 left in the box.
Pink.
Pink.
Yeah. Sorry to bark the word pink at you.
So I think that's the
Pink.
puzzle.
Pink.
That looks good. Lovely puzzle. I loved the break-in here. The break-in was super cool. I don't think I've ever seen a 6 fish before. Was a very beautiful use of the bending the cages around the corners to slightly hide and slightly advertise that you should look at the ones in the corners, but it's not obvious that those only hit the corners when you look at it for the first 20 minutes.
Michael, the hippo art is courtesy of Midjourney.
Yes, it was not created by me. I'm just using it as my background because I'm
No one bet on
but-
9.
Oh no.
The house takes the 322 loyalty points.
Excellent. We think of all that we can buy with our profits.
I still need to work out what we can spend points on.
Alrighty, shall I take a quick break before the next?
Yeah, I gotta
puzzle?
enter the solution code now.
Yes.
I'm one of those people.
All right. We will take a quick break and come up with another puzzle, and we'll see you soon. We are back, everyone.
Hello.
Thanks for waiting. Oh, I didn't ping Zenonetics. Let me do that real quick. All right. So,
Does this have to do with taxi cab stuff?
I don't think it's taxi cab. I think it's just in one direction. Yeah, it's above or to the right. Above, below, to the left, or to the right.
Every digit consecutive with X appears exactly. Every digit consecutive.
Okay, Tristan, you want to read the rules?
yeah, so a digit in a circle signifies that every digit consecutive with it appears at least once exactly X cells above, below, left, and or right of it. So
if that was a 5, say,
then there aren't 5 cells this way, so here and here, these would need to be a 4 and a 6.
They would have to contain at least 1 4 and at least 1 6.
yes.
Okay. So
That's
that would
true.
be a 4. Okay.
Alrighty.
Sorry, that was overly pedantic, but very,
Oh
very
no, we love overly pedantic here. That's
okay. Well, I've noticed, but I'm apologizing to everybody who's watching.
Uh,
All right. So erase the 5 before we think it's a 5.
and we place a bet tree somewhere. I'm thinking maybe row 3, column 7.
sounds good to me.
Okay. So, I wonder
literally
where we-
everyone would like you to fill in that row 9, column 3 is a 9.
And the 8 has to be in that bottom row as well. And we know where the 9 goes.
Whoops.
Okay. Nope. All right.
Right. So none of you can't put 9 in a circle.
So
8.
The 8's in column 1 in that box, I think.
Right. 8 is the bottom
Right.
corner, and then the 9 has to be up there, and the 7.
Why does the 8 have to be there?
Because there's no room for a 7 and a 9.
Right. Yep, got it.
Yeah, you need cells that are 8 away from
Right, you
in
need both
2
of them. Sorry,
directions.
in my brain, I was thinking it was only the next digit, but it's the next and the prior. Yep, agree.
Cool.
We never did our 9 dance though.
Oh, right, 9 dance.
I'm doing my 9 dance.
Woo! Woo! Thank you, Zach. Thank you.
Okay. I hate to be. I don't want to be too. I don't want to rush anybody, but I can already see where 7 goes in box 7.
Because now we need it to have 2 cells that are 7 away, one of which has to be able to be an 8.
Is it this one?
Yep.
And
8 and 6.
that one's 8 and that one's 6.
Mm-hmm.
So had this better be a 6 then? Or no, not necessarily. Well, this can't.
Right. That can't be a 6 because.
And this can't be a 6.
6 is definitely in row 7 in this box.
Yeah,
one of 2
of
cells.
One of these is a 6.
But it's indexing a 5 and a 7.
But this isn't 6 because it refers to this cell.
Yep, that'll do
So
it.
this is the 6, and these are a 5 and a 7, and we know the order.
Yep.
I'm beginning to have a theory about how this puzzle was constructed.
I
But
can imagine.
We
That
get
is
a
also
9
not a-
here.
also not an implicit criticism of the puzzle, which looks like fun.
So 5 is in 3 places, and I bet we'll know which one if we just mark the 3 places and consider them one by one. So the bottom one isn't going to work because the bottom one would put a 5 on top, or would put a 4 or a 6 on top of a 9.
Yeah, it's already consecutive. Both consecutives are above it already.
This one does work, but it would put a 4, and that's okay.
I don't think the other one works because I don't think you can put a 4. Oh, maybe the other one does work.
Yeah.
I think the other one does work.
Though this one would be interesting because it would put a 4 in a circle. And I don't think that works.
Yeah, because there's a 6 below it. Yeah, good. So 5, we can place a 5 in box 7.
And then 6, and then it places a 4.
And now you have a hidden single in box 7 for 4s.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay, that puts a 3. The 3 in the row is easier to find than the...
So that's a 5.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we've already got a given 3. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So what's left in row 8? I'm just thinking about row 8, column 5 in particular.
1, 2, and 9.
Oops.
1, 2, 9. Okay,
Mine's
well, definitely not a 9 in the circle.
Right. And...
But I think 1 and 2 would both work. Looks like to me.
Yeah.
And then I guess maybe in box 7, we have left 1, 2, and 3 we might look at.
Yeah, so the bottom one can't be a 1.
That's certainly true.
It can be a 3. It can be a 2. If it's a 2, it puts a 1 in box 8.
No, that doesn't work. Oh, wait, sorry. Never mind. If it's 2, yeah, if it's a 2, it puts a 1 here. That would inevitably put a 4 here. What does that do?
So row 5, column 1 is at most 4, just by virtue of it being row 5, column 1. And it not being able to...
Yeah.
Because it needs to see something above or below it. So it's at most 4, but it can't be a 4 because there's a 4 in the column. So it's a 1, 2, or a 3. And I think the same is true of row 5, column 2. Which gets us a 1, 2, 3 triple in column 2. Provided that you believe my argument that this is at most 3.
I do not understand it.
So it needs to see 2 things, and it can't see them both in the row, and so it needs to see 1 in the column, but the furthest you can get away in the column is 4. Because you can only go 4 up or 4 down at most, but there's already a 4 in the column. And so that gives us a 1, 2, 3 triple in column 2. And so
yeah, though it's going to be better because 1 here is going to break. Because then you put a 2 here, and this direction works, but this has no other direction.
Right. This doesn't
be
have
a 2.
one,
So this can't be a
anymore.
2.
Wait, I think you were actually proving that couldn't be a 1 in row 7, column 2.
Well,
you were proving that row 7, column 2 can't be a 2. No, other way around. Too many cooks.
I mean, this still can't be a 2. Just at all. But that also means that this can't be a 1.
Right. And it cannot be a 3, unfortunately, either. Or
But
fortunately,
this
I
is a
guess.
3
Yep.
by Sudoku now.
No, that
No,
doesn't-
no, it's
Sorry,
a
this
1 by
is a
Su-
1
it's a
by
1 by Su-
Sudoku.
Yeah.
Uh,
But that, so the
But-
one below, that can't be a 3.
and that's a 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
I was just saying box 7, row 7, column 2 can't be a 3 because it can't refer to anything above it.
Right.
It's not nice.
Right.
Yeah, that can't be a 9. So
So that's a 2, which is going to place a 3 here.
no, could be no. It could be referring to the 3 below it. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly once. So it has to
Oh.
be that. It can't be a
Oh.
3 in there. That other cell.
Right.
Mm.
No, it's at
At
least
least
once.
once.
So this still could be a 3.
At least once. Oh, and then I see the word exactly after that. Sorry.
Yes. The word
rest of the rule is
exactly is
kinda-
strayed there. Yeah, I also thought that.
Yeah.
So my argument also applies to row 5, column 3. It also has to be a 1, 2, or a 3, and it's not a 1. Because again, it needs to look up or down for something, and it can't look up and down very far. Let's see.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 6,
2
7,
work.
8.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
2
2
does work.
works. With a 3 here and a 1 here.
Mm-hmm. There's a
Personally, yes. Then.
hidden single 8 in box 4.
Nice.
And then that puts a 6, 7
Pair. Yeah.
pair. And then a 2 or a 3
Yep.
up there. Yeah. And now
And in column 2, what's left?
And an 8.
and a 5. Mm-hmm.
So these are 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm. 3, 3.
I don't think this can be a 3.
Right. That is correct. That is correct. Okay. So the circles in box 8 could be very restricted for the same reason that the ones in box 4 could.
Oh yeah, I bet we have a 1, or I bet we have 1, 2, 3, 4 for these. Because these could be 4, but they can't be more than 4 because they have to see something in the row.
Yeah. Yeah.
Funny
in order for
that
to
we've
be
got a
The
1
bottom
and
one
a 5
definitely-
here, so.
And the bottom
Yeah.
one definitely can't be 4 because the things it sees 4 away are
Okay,
7
so
and
now
8.
you have
So
Now we got
that
a
gives you
1,
the
2
9.
pair. So that's a
Yep.
9.
that can be 1 or 2. That's very nice. Okay. Or maybe not so nice. 4 there. Both of those are okay.
No, this can't be a 2. Because then it won't see a 1.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll see a 3 over here, but you can't put a 1 here because there'd be a 1 here. So
Very
this
good.
is a 1. And that's a 2.
And almost assuredly row 9, column 6 is the same bound of at most.
It's 4 or 5. That's all.
This
I can
must
see.
be a 3 now, and this must be a 1 to satisfy this 2.
Okay, so you have a 4 or 5 in the extra in that leftover circle.
This needs to see a
Can't be a
4.
5.
And it better be a 4
Yeah.
because it needs to see something in the row, and the only thing it can see in the row is the 3. So row 9, column 6 is a 4.
Mhm. And row 9, column 5. Row 5, column 6 is a 5.
Yep.
Okay, and there's
And
only one
5
place
is now
for 5.
placed. Yeah. I'll let Glum Hippo.
In
tell
box
us
in box 8 is you have a 5 in box 8. Yeah, and a 7-8 pair. which is resolved, and then you have a 4-9 pair in box 9.
That says something.
6.
Excellent. That digit can't be very large either. I think it's at most 5. And there's lots of things out of that it can't be.
Wow. Very restricted.
So if it's a 1,
Okay.
that
Be a 5.
works. Can it be a 5, though?
No, you can't.
2, 3, 4, 5. No, it can't. So it is a 1, and we better put a
2
2
exactly
in
there. Oh, sorry. Yeah, in one of those 2 spots. Sorry, you're right.
Yep.
And might as well fill in row 1, column 6 is the same story. Row 1, column 6 can't be more than 5, but it also can't be a 5.
So 1, 2, or 3.
Or 4. Yeah, so it's a 1, 2, or a 3.
And that's at most a 4 as well by sudoku. The one you're highlighting now is
Well, I was so
a 4.
sure it was going to be
this
an
one
8
can't
too.
be a 4, though.
Yeah, because it
But
can't
Glum-
be. You can't have a 3 or a 5 in the referring cell below it. Yeah. Very nice. Did I step on your toes? What were you saying?
Oh, I was just reiterating your point, but he got it, that it actually sees 5, 6, 7, 8, despite I was certain it was going to be an 8.
One, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 4, 6.
I can give you a dumb proof that being 2 doesn't work. Row 1,
This?
column 9 is not a 2, because if it is, there's a 1, 3 hidden pair in column 9, but then the 2 can't see both the 1 and the 3 because they're both in column 9.
Wow.
Those would be a 1, 3 pair.
That's dumb.
It's incredibly dumb.
Oh yeah, that's not that dumb. That's probably what was intended. No. So for that to be a 2, oh, that could be a 2.
Yeah, I don't even mean it's dumb in that I don't like it. I find it very hilarious. It's just a weird.
It's not dumb. It's doom.
Doom.
Some chat wants us to do Sudoku.
It's like the little devil on your shoulder that says, do Sudoku, do Sudoku. And the little angel that says, but you have other logic. Sudoku is not logic.
Row 1, column 6 is never a 1, because if it is, then row 1, column 9 is a 3, and then row 1, column 6 needed to be a 4.
Row 1, column 9 is a 3.
So row 1, column 6 isn't a 1.
Right, now you've got a 4 in the column, in column 9, and you've got a 2 in the row. Yeah. Quattro.
Now that 2 needs its 3 in the column. This is amazingly smooth.
Suspiciously smooth.
I know, right?
And then the 1 is, of course,
the
in
1
column 4.
has to be here.
And now you have a hidden 1 in box 5.
Now don't we just have Sudoku to the end?
Row 3, column 3 can't
Not
be
quite.
a 1 anymore. Oh, no, sorry, maybe it can be. Never mind. Sorry, ignore me.
You have a hidden 1 in box 5.
Oh, it can't be a 2 anymore. Because where's it going to see a 1 if row 3, column 3 is a 2?
Yep.
So that is
now
a 1.
we know where it sees the 2, and so it sees a 2 above it.
Yep, 2 and 3.
How rare.
Now we should.
Now it's Sudoku to the end.
Yeah.
The
Boom.
history of the world, my dear.
The tree is forbidden knowledge.
Mr. Todd, oh, Mr. Todd, yes.
Very
all
biblical.
around. It's man devouring man, my dear. And
There's a
who
pair
going to
somewhere that.
deny it in
Let's
here?
see.
I greatly appreciate Zenonetics' restraint in not putting a negative constraint on circles.
Restraint, constraint. He's got a constraint restraint.
I feel like the next natural thing to fill in is the bet tree that will move us along. So I think we have to.
You can certainly fill in the bet tree.
Which looks like a 2.
Seems to be a 2. Congratulations to all the 2-betters.
And believe it or not, it doesn't help that much with this.
Yeah.
Shockingly, filling the last 2 in the grid does not help with the Sudoku.
One person gets a bet 2,
There's a-
so
Yeah, naked single in row 2 of the 6, which also doesn't help.
it's funny.
Did
the
we
9
have
in row 6 is definitely in box 5, so that removes a 9 corner mark that I don't think does anything either.
Huh.
4, 9, 5, 7, 8, 5?
Oh, there's a 3 in row column 7 or row 7 column 5 that we never did anything with. That is what chat is telling me.
Gives us the 4. Yeah,
We
I was
just
looking
filled
for
it in.
something like that.
That's
a
it.
9.
Congratulations, Ambrose. Ambrose gets the big spending money off of that. It's the only 2-better.
Oh, that was lovely.
Yes, I quite like that, Zenonetics.
Hooray.
Remarkably smooth. Yeah, that.
Very nice. I just typed Zemometics. Very good.
I think we should take a quick break.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to get some
Return
coffee.
with another puzzle.
Right. Be right back. Hello, everyone. We are back. I have coffee. Uh,
Me too.
We have a
Okay.
puzzle
getting
with an empty
coffee on
killer
my
cage.
table.
I suppose technically 3.
Hmm?
Wait, I'm noting this this killer cage down here with no total. The symmetry killer cage. Yeah, I love the dumbbell shaped regions.
Yeah. Yep. So this
Yeah.
is just standard rules. Cages summed the totals given, if given, and digits don't repeat in a cage. Hey, Derek. Welcome.
Hope you're doing well.
Wow. What a
Can,
coincidence.
can you recommend us a bet tree, Derek? And then we have arrows where digits along an arrow sum to the digit in the circle.
There's a character named D Webb who says that the cage in box 9 is fun, and that makes me wonder. I can't remember what the word fun means at this point anymore.
I
How is
would have
that?
put the bet tree in the fun empty cage, but
From now on, all my puzzles are going to have just a one cell cage that's not marked, and that's just going to be where the bet tree needs to be every time.
there you go. It's funny, it's there for symmetry, but I didn't even notice because I don't know, I'm not used to that axis of symmetry of just reflecting top to bottom for it to be there.
Oh, we love you too, Derek.
Hopefully good stuff that is going on in life and not bad stuff. If it's good stuff, we're happy for you. If it's bad stuff, we'll hope to have you back soon.
We can park the bet tree in the fun cage.
There we go.
Unless Derek says this is a bad place, but we will open betting.
D-Web is hoping to have an interesting character arc this season.
Okay.
So, drawing attention so that it is said explicitly, these dumbbell shaped things are extra regions, essentially, since they are 9-cell killer cages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I was just looking at that because the 2 circled cells in row 8 have to be in the 15 cage, right?
Yes, that is very nice.
And they have a minimum of 11. They can't be 4 and 6 or anything else because they put a 1 2 that would put a 1 2 3 4 into the arrows, and you can't add them to 10. So they have to be at least 11.
Yep.
So the 15K, well, actually, they can't be 11 either, but I'm getting way ahead of myself. If they were 11, they'd have to be 4 and 7 with 1 2 3 5, but 4 and 7 in the 15 cage, you'd have to have another 4 in there.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't work. That's right.
That's ridiculous. So I bet we can rule out 12 as well. I don't know. I'm not sure. As I said, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Microstudy. I know you can't see this. I just have to. Oh, come on. Streamlabs said this in response to you.
What?
Oh,
wow. Okay. Yeah, but MicroStudy has also already mentioned that he hates Streamlabs on some kind of political level. But I tried to tried to encourage him to refrain from soapboxing. I hope he'll have a chance to soapbox in the stream chat on Discord. So anyway, I was going to go back and say something even funnier, which is that those circles can't add to 12 either. I think. I'm not sure. Actually, let me take that back for a moment. Yeah, I'm not sure. They can't be 3 and 9 for a weird reason, because then you have 1, 2, 4, 5, and the 3 and 9 can't be in the 15 cage without creating another 3. But 4, 8, 3 is possible. And now I'm not really helping anymore with stuff like that.
My thought was that 9 in row 3 and row 7 is quite restricted. And trying to make some sort of fishy kind of thing out of it. And then wondering if we need to like also think about 8 or something like that. Because you can't put 9 on an arrow, so there's only 3 places it can go. And then trying to figure out if like maybe actually putting a 9 in the dumbbell cage there is not going to work for some reason. But I am unsure.
Well, we can't put a 9 in the dumbbell cage in both dumbbell cages.
You're onto something.
I agree with that.
You're onto something there, though.
Yeah, and we have these circles. This circle can't be 9 because it goes over here.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Same with the other one below.
Unless,
yeah, the mirror image spot.
yeah.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
But this one can be 9.
Yeah.
But this one, and this one is also less than 9 because.
Well, it can't be 8 either, because then you put a 9 in the opposite side of the dumbbell. Yeah, if you put a 9 there, you force a 9 onto the arrow in box 7, and then you have to have an 8 onto the arrow in box 7, and then you have to have a 9 there.
That's very cute. I like it.
So
So
in the
you
19
repeat 9
cage,
in the cage.
the 19 cage at the top has to have a 9 or 8 in it, and the only place that large digit can go is in row 2, column 3, is a 9 or an 8.
Yep. We're getting somewhere. So Tristan, if that cell you have highlighted, if it's an 8, Hippo's point is that makes row 6, column 3, and not a wait, maybe that is okay. Is that okay?
I don't see the.
Sorry, I in my brain I thought that put 2 9s in the cage, but now I am.
I don't see the problem with this. Yeah, that's.
Okay, I take it back, but only because it's you guys.
Okay, I thought I was just being obtuse, but I.
No, you were being. I was being obtuse.
I was just being persuadable.
There are no sharp angles on a hippo. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I got way ahead of myself, but that's sort of my Magnus.
The question is, if this is 9, that rules 9. So then we need a 9 over here.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's
okay. So
1, 8. Then you also have to think about where you're putting 1 in this cage, which would be here. So it does force a lot of things. So 1 is now not available for these arrow cells.
I'm starting to. Yeah. Okay.
So it's very restrictive if we make this an 8.
Yeah. Well, the 19 at first I thought the 15 cage was going to give us more, but I think the 19 cage is the one that's going to give us more in relation to its associated dumbbell. Because, yeah. Yeah, if you put a 9 in row 2, column 7, it takes 9 out of row 3 entirely. But if you put it in row 2, column 3, it forces a 9 onto into those two cells. So the question becomes, whether a 9 can be in row 3, column 5 at all. For me. But I don't see what the problem would be. Yeah, I don't know.
So there is the fact that these do add to at least 21.
Yeah,
And those three don't have repeats. So yeah, so that's true.
And the same is true here.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, they
to
can't
at least
add
42
to 21. I don't think.
Yeah, the question is, are we supposed to do set on sums?
That doesn't seem like a crazy idea to me. But then we've got these double joints where things overlap that might be tricky to deal with.
Well, I can already tell this will be a very nice puzzle.
And it means all the circles are at least 4, just the fact that the sum is at least 21, and you can probably improve upon that. Because you can't actually have a 4 without what is the I guess the correct way to do it is to actually sum. Oh no, that doesn't work. Never mind. I'm trying to figure out the smooth way to do this. But
these two cells, it's being pointed out in chat. These two cells, where do they go in row 3? They are exactly these cells.
Right. In addition, I was just going to say, if they add to 21, then that top cell, the cell in the circle in box 4, whichever one, they're not going to go into the 19 or 15 cages. So we can actually color those, and we'll get quite a few restrictions on them. If you could color row 4, column 3, and row 6, column 3. Different colors. Different. Yeah. This might not take us very far, but the one that's now orange or brown or russet, whatever you did there, that can't be in the 15 cage, because the other two circles are in the 15 cage, and the 15 cage can't be add up to 21.
Yeah.
Okay, so it goes in. So orange goes in row 7, column 8 or 9, right? Row 7.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And it goes into row 8, column 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
And it has to go in row 7, column 1, 2.
Yep.
Row 9, column 1, 2.
I was just like, yeah.
Yep.
Is that helpful? I sure wish it was.
It really would be
Same
nice
with blue.
if it was, wouldn't it?
Same with blue, but
yeah.
What does that mean?
What does it mean?
So if those three are adding to at least 21, and the 15 cages are adding to at most 15, or exactly 15, then the difference between orange and that leftover digit in the 15 cages is somewhat restricted, but I'm probably making this too complicated.
I'm going to have a look at Garian's point, because that's always fruitful. Row 7, column 1 and row 7, column 2 are the same as row 6, column 7 and row 8, column 7.
Mm-hmm.
Agree.
So that means that one of these is the sum of 2 digits. So this is the sum of at least 3 digits.
Yep, that's true.
Since these don't have repeats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this is at least 6, and we can do exactly the same thing here.
Mm-hmm.
And those arrows, the cells in row 3 and row 7, they don't have repeats either because they both go in column 7 for whatever that is worth. So row 3, column 1, 2, row 7, column 1, 2. That's a set of 4 distinct digits is my point.
They can't appear in column 3. Wait. So row 3, column 1, and row 7, column 2 could be the same as row 5, column 3?
But the problem is, where do they go in column 7? Because in column 7, they go in the dumbbell in column 7.
Ah.
And
Okay.
so all of those show up in column 7 in places where they can't.
Okay. Yeah, you got it. I thank you. That's nice.
I mean, it sounds nice. It sounds like the kind of thing that would be helpful, but I feel like I've just proven that these cells sum to at least 10 when we know that they, in fact, sum to at least 13. So I have not yet found the pressure, but it sounds like the kind of thing that could be useful.
We still have these cells are these cells.
By the seashore.
Yep. So these cells are these cells.
By the seashore. Plus at least 13 is 32, at least 32. Yeah, the 19 cage in box 4 isn't as restrictive as I hoped it would be, but that's okay.
Yeah, we do
use 2 of 6, 7, 8, 9.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
So Playmaker wants to make a set where these are one set and the dumbbells are the other set.
Reasonable.
So this can be one set. That can be another set. Clear out these.
Mm-hmm. So we're saying those are the same digits, not
these
just
are
the same sum.
Right.
Right, they are the same digits.
Yeah.
But
okay.
But if we want to go to sums, we could replace these with these.
You can just cancel some of the arrows because you do have, if you want to replace.
Yeah, we can cancel these for sums.
Mm-hmm.
If
we want to go to sums, we can cancel
I
those.
agree with Josh. So far, we're only doing things we already know from Sudoku, but maybe some way of phrasing this will be useful.
I'm not sure that got us anything. Because now we just know. Well, hang on.
I mean, it means the yellow cells have to be fairly large, right?
It relates these cells in an interesting way. because it means these two cells sum to this cell.
Yeah, we knew that too, in a different way. So the blue cells, when there were 8 blue cells, the circled cells add up to at least 42, right?
Yes.
And can you just go forward in your coloring process there? Step forward to where you had erased the equivalences. Yeah, that's not really telling me anything directly.
Row 2, I'm going to look at Selena's thing. Row 2, column 3, row 4, column 3 are the sum of 5 digits. Row 2, column 3 takes 2 on its own arrow.
Oh, because of the thing being the sum of 3 digits that you did.
Row
before.
4, column 3 is the sum of 5 digits. Or sorry. Yeah, it's the sum of... Right.
Yeah.
It's the sum of at least 3 digits. So these... And there are no repeats, so these are 6, 7, 8, 9 as well, because these sum to at least 15. So that's a pencil mark.
It's a pencil mark. It's a quadruple, in fact.
Okay. And the other two are adding to up to at least 12.
Twototenth says the circled cells have to actually be larger than 42.
All right.
So I think that means that we actually have a quintuple of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Because the two things add to at least 15, but that in total they add to 30. So they each have to add to exactly 15. So I think that gives us some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s if we pin down exactly where the 15 sums are. So what are the 5 cells being summed again? This is the tricky part for my brain.
Well, one of these cells is this cell.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the sum of the other of those cells plus these two cells.
Okay, so therefore those cells are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Though the ones that are there, you don't know which is from 1, 2, 3, 4,
right.
5, but I think that tells you that the two cells on arrows are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in each row. And that includes the one in row 3, column 3 and 4, right? Because that's the other one in your sum to 15.
Well, we said they
not 6 D-Web, because the total sum is 30. And so there need to be 2 sums to 15. We can't get any bigger.
Mm-hmm.
All the arrows inside the dumbbells are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay. But the arrows outside are not necessarily. I mean, of course they're not. One of them has to have at least a 6 on it.
These are from 6, 7, 8, 9, because we know the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is over on one of these arrows.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s that are the 5th 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that's in the sum.
Mm-hmm. Which means that these are from 6, 7, 8, 9.
No, you've only got 4 in that column.
In the
4,
dumbbell.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We have 5 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s in the dumbbell.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the 15 cage now has it. The third digit is at least a 2, at most a 2 rather.
Mm-hmm.
It's either 672 or 681. So
So
it always
there's
has
always a 6 in here,
There's always a 6 on there. So
which
there's
means
no
one of
6.
these is always a 6.
Not in necessary. Oh, right. Because if those, neither of those were 6, this cage would sum to at least 21. So yes, agree.
So it's neither of them can be 9, because then the 15 cage is too. It blows up.
Yes.
So it's either 6-7 or 6-8. And now there's no 6 in row 7 column, blah blah, and there's no 9 at the end of that row. At the right, yeah. Now, doesn't that mean that there has to be a 9 in row 7 column 3? So row
Sorry,
7
why
column
is there
5?
no 9 over here?
Because that's
Couldn't this be a 9?
never mind.
And...
Yes. Yes. But
But this is also not 9 because we established it goes on an arrow.
yeah.
That's true. So
right, we know
7,
these
8,
aren't 6.
That 6, 7, 8, it goes on an arrow with
Well,
this
hang on.
digit. That means this digit's only a 1, 2, or a 3, not a 4 or a 5.
Because it goes with a 6, 7, 8 to make this.
Right. And therefore, this is certainly not a 6.
Yeah.
Okay, and this one also can't be
more than
more
Three
can't
for
be
the same
more than
reason,
3.
yep.
9, 1, 8.
Oh, 3 doesn't work for a hilarious reason. If this is a 3, this is a 6, and that's a 9. But 6 and 9 go together because 6 plus 9 is 15. And so one of these is a 6, 9, and one of them is a 7, 8. So that just doesn't work. So these aren't 3 either. They're a 1, 2 pair. Because this is exactly what Selena was saying about sums to 15. We're sort of knowing that we have the two sums to 15, so we can't break them by splitting the 6 and the 9. So
What? Garion says one of these has to be a 7. Otherwise, the 19 cage is broken.
That's correct. Yeah, they can't be an 8-9 pair.
Yes, they're very good.
All right, but which one is it?
So one of those is a 7, so that does knock 7 out of 2 of our other Dumbbells.
7 would make that a 6. 7 would make that a 6. 1 through
Oh,
4.
and we know one of these is 7, so the other one can't be 8 by our earlier logic. We can't break up the 7
Right.
and the 8.
Right.
So this
that
is a
true.
7-9 pair.
Correct.
Okay,
Yes.
that gives you 8 and a 6, yeah.
Okay, now I bet we know what the 19 cage
Now
is.
the 8,
If those are a
yeah,
17 cage, right? Or if those are a 7-9 pair, right? Check the 19 cage calculator. So there's no
Yeah,
9.
yeah, it's
in it at all.
865.
Yeah.
It's 865, yeah.
I don't know that that's going to help at all, but I see it, so I'm going to take it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for the rest of the box, for whatever that is worth.
All right, so the one that's a 7 is going to have a 6 on the opposite end of the dumbbell, and the one that has a 9 has yeah, the one that's a 7 is going to force a 6 onto the opposite end of its dumbbell. So one of them's a 7-8 pair and one of them is a 6-9 pair. You see what I'm saying? If row 4 column 3 is a 7, then row 2 column 7 is a 6. Row 2 column 7 is a 6. Column 7. Because remember, those are sums. So one of them's a 7-8 pair, the other one's a 6-9 pair.
Well, remember,
column.
this is the sum of these two.
Right. So if you made that a 7, the other one would have to be a 6 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that means on the left side, they're basically a 15 sum. There's a 9-6 and a 7-8 pair.
Yep, and the 9 is a 7-2. I agree, because there's a 2 there, so yeah.
So that makes the 6. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, I agree with
so-
Web. So one of them is a 1-6. That's how you get to 7. And the way you get to 9 is 2-7 because of the 1-2 pair, and therefore neither of them is ever 8.
This is true.
Okay, so you have a 5-1 and a 3-4, I guess. I mean, sorry, yeah, 5-1 for the 6 cage, and then, or for the 6 arrow, and then a 4-3 for the 7 arrow.
So does that mean there's no 2 in these cells?
Yeah. Super productive, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's a mark.
So now 2/10th's point is these can't be 6 or 7 because we've used a 6 or the 7 in our 15 sum, and we've used a 6 or a 7 over there. So we have a virtual 6-7 pair. So those are in fact an 8-9 pair in the column. And that 8-9 we know requires another 8-9 in the 19 cage. So we actually know that these aren't 8-9 either. And they're not 6 either.
Yeah. Now the 19 cage, if it had a 6 and 7 in it, it would have another 6 in it.
So you're saying this can't
that
actually be
has
6.
Yeah, that's an 8 there.
Okay. So, yeah, let me just understand this for a second. But yes. So if this is...
Right.
If this is a 6,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a 7...
Then the 19 cage has a 6 and 7 in it.
And then the 19 cage has the 6 and 7 and another 6 in it. Okay.
So that's 8.
That is 8, and we get to do an 8 dance.
Well, we haven't danced yet. That's amazing. Okay, but I bet the rest of it just collapses now. And for those just joining us, hippos don't dance.
So now remember, yeah, so now just fill in out all the rest of the digits.
Yeah, 865 in the 19 cage, but take your time. Very nice resolution, by the way. And now we know. Yeah, take it. I'm gonna let you do this. This is fun. This is your fun. It's a 6, 8, 6. I'll shut up. I shut up.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't mind. And then the 7
a
is
1, 6.
right, because we haven't put a 6 in the row.
And that means that this is a 1.
Yeah, but now the 6 is broken, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, we probably accidentally deleted 2 from it.
Yeah, I think this really could
just
be a 2.
Undelete the 2. Did I say undelete? I said undulate.
There we go.
Undulate the 2. It was my fault. Can you just forward track and then add the 2 back in?
Yeah, I think that's probably the easier way to do it.
All right, and
now the 7 is 1 plus 6. Yeah, and the 6 is 2 plus 4. And the 8 is 3 plus 5. That's very lovely. And everything else is going to go fine. The 9 is 7 plus 2. The 9, yeah, that one is 7 plus 2. The 7 is 3 plus 4.
7 is 3 plus
4 there. Mm-hmm. And the 6 is 1 plus 5. Well, that was truly exhilarating.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
cool.
This 15 cage is 6 plus 7 plus 2.
Yep.
Okay, naked single in row 7, row 1, column 7. 7, column 7.
Oh, sorry.
That's a 9.
Let me just fill in the column. Yes, that is a 9. And this,
the 7 cage is a 2 plus 5 in box 3.
Yep.
And you know their order by the pencil marks.
yes.
5 there, 2 there.
And left in the box.
1 and 3.
Yep.
There's a 3 in box 2. The 3 in row 3, box 2. Yeah.
Yes. Even after you said it, I still didn't understand it until.
Yeah.
The remaining digits are 1, 4, 7. The remaining
one...
digits box 2 are 1, 4, 7. That resolves the 1, 3 pair in box 3. Yeah. Then 2, 9 were left in row 2. Okay. 3, 7, and 4 in box. Yeah.
3, 4,
That's
2.
3 or 4.
We know where the 2 goes in this column now.
Column 3. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in
Yep.
row 5, column 3. We know that's a 6 or a 7 in row 5, column 4.
So it's 1, 2, 7 in the 10 cage.
Yes. That's a 6 or a 7, and it can only be a 7.
Resolves the 1, 6 pair in box 1. Now 2, 5 in the 7 cage in box 5.
Yes. Nice.
Yeah, 5.
It was because of this 3, 4, by the way, if chat is trying to figure out why that was a 2, 5. At least that's how I saw it.
Mm-hmm. That's how I saw it too.
11 cage is 3, 8 now. It's not 5, 6, 4, 7.
Or 2, 9.
2-9, yeah.
3-8 resolves the 4-3 in box 4.
Ba-doop.
You should have one stream in which Zach dances with every single digit, and then you can only do one. You can only do one puzzle
yeah.
the entire stream. Very nice. And then the rest is Sudoku.
Yeah.
There's hidden one in box 5. 3, 5, 7, 8, 4, 6. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna do that. That's true. You can always do that. That's saves us a lot of effort. Does the Sven button come with every Sudoku app?
No, this is a Chameleon extension that you have to download and install. But if you have, for example, installed like Ranks Solver or something, then you already have all the stuff you need to install it.
Wait, what did I just do? I just tried to break the puzzle.
Usually breaking a puzzle doesn't involve trying for me.
It just happens. Yeah.
For me, yeah. So you have that 2 there. Yeah, 2, 7, 2, 9.
Tristan usually hears sobbing from me when I'm breaking a puzzle that I'm setting.
So pair now.
Is there a button that takes out the red digits?
Yes, but I don't like to use it.
That's cool. That's a 4.
That's a 4 because there's a 5-8 pair in the box. The digit that
and a 5-6 above it, and that resolves the 3-4 in the box 1e. Okay. I'm gonna give this puzzle 3 thumbs up.
Very nice setting, Derek. We had 2 very interesting Sudoku-y puzzles today, which we don't get a lot of, but we got 2 of them today, so that was fun. Both this one and the dumediat puzzle were heavy on the Sudoku theory.
Yeah, I curated this list myself, sort of, well, with some guidance, but that was pure serendipity that it turned out that way.
Yeah, I was wondering if it could have been intentional, but I felt like it would be hard to know that you were getting into these, especially the dumediat one completely took me by surprise by what the point was of that puzzle.
Yeah.
And
nicely done. Okay.
This one is an 8, I think.
Huzzah!
Thank you. I hope you will continue streaming, but I have to now tend to Sunday family business.
Well, good luck with the business and good luck on your trip.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us.
It was a pleasure. I hope we can do this again. Although I'll try to practice my tone of voice.
You want to sound less German?
Well, I'll just, anytime I want to say something forceful, I will wag my finger instead.
Then only chat will see it and we won't notice.
It was great to have you on, and I hope we get to do it again.
My pleasure. Yeah. Thank you for this image of the hippo too. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's a nice one to have around.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you all.
All right. Okay. Let me have a look. I guess I can stack us now.
When we take a break and then do the 2-10th puzzle that I haven't gotten to do yet?
Yes. All right. We will be right back.
Yeah.
Welcome back. We are doing this crazy looking 2-10th. We want to thank Glum Hippo again for joining us today.
Yes, greatly appreciated. It was fun.
We are still a little bit low energy from having COVID, so I think this is going to be our last puzzle today.
I think it's probably going to take us till the end of stream anyway. So,
well, that could easily be the case.
We shall see. We shall see.
Do you want to explain the rules?
Yes, this is a regular Nabner puzzle. So that means that along any gold line, you cannot have any repeated digits, and you can't have any digits that are consecutive. So if I have a 3 on a line, I can't have a 4 anywhere on the line. Selena at some point thought of phrasing this as digits that occur on a Nabner line have to be at least 2 apart, not just adjacent ones, but anywhere on. So that is it. I'm going to guess the bet tree would be a really smart, or the inequality sign would be a really smart spot to put a bet tree if I was guessing.
You just put it right in the corner.
Yeah, exactly. So we can put it there. Alrighty. So we have the rare, never before seen length 5 Nabner line. So there's only one way to fill a length 5 Nabner line. So we can start there. With filling it in as 13579 in box 1, because there's only one way that it is possibly going to work. So yeah, so those are 2, 4, 6, 8. So we've got that, and that's the extent to which I know anything about anything.
This puzzle has 1,800 solves, and I'm going to go ahead and take a wild guess that not all of those solves were legitimately earned.
Yeah, Simon did this one before I could get to it. But that's okay. We love Simon anyway, even if he steals 2-10th puzzles from me that I haven't gotten to do yet. So yes, so these 4 cells see every even digit.
Right.
Because they see them through the
So these are all odd.
Yep. So those are all odd, right?
Oh, and
it says they can't be 5. If one of them was a 5, what would happen?
It would make the other one 2, 8 on the line. Oh, and then if you have 2, 5, and 8, what do you put in the last cell?
Nice. Very nice. Yep. So yeah, yep, 2, 5, and 8 perfectly block off every digit. That's cute. So fill in what 5 digits we have left. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 5 left. And that digit in row 6, column 1, had better be a 4, 5, or 6. In fact, it had better be a 5, because there's 2 digits consecutive with 5 in the box left to place. And you can't put both 4 and 6 there. So we have our first digit, and it's a 5.
Yep.
So we can fill in our 5.
I saw it too.
Thank you, Zach. Thank you. So that does get us a little 5 corner mark up here. Let's see. So there's 2 evens on this line, I guess, for whatever that is worth. It doesn't
Which line?
immediately feel like a lot, this one. Trying to decide what to do with any of these additional pieces of information. Let's see. So we know the exact digits that are on our DNA strands. So let's think what happens with the one with a 9, because I bet, let's just fill it in over here. One of them has a 9. And so that one, so the other one therefore has the 8, because of course the 8 has to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And now one of them has a 7. So the 7 has to go on the one with a 9. And so now this one has to have the 6. And then I guess it gets reset at the 5. So the 7, so one of these is a 7-9 pair.
And the other's a 1-3
and the
pair.
7-9 pair has a 6-8 pair above it, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Because the so yeah, so one of these, so what that means is in 2-10th terms, we can color all of these purple.
So we get 2, 4, 7, 9.
No. The column is all purple because the 6 and 8 don't go with the 7 and the 9 on the screen.
Right. Are we?
So
are we doing high-low coloring?
Yeah, high-low. Yep. And so those are all purple, and the ones next to it are all yellow. So we have all of that. And so these digits are not 5 and they're not yellow, so they're both purple.
Agree. I'm very fond of this shade of purple.
Now this is also purple, just because it's not 5 and it's not yellow. This 2468 is not one of the purple 2468s, so it's yellow.
Yep.
Let's see.
So this is 5 or purple.
Sure is.
5 can be green.
Yep.
Oh, and these are the... Right. These are either 7, 9, or...
Or 8. Or 1, 2, or 3.
These are 7, 9, or 1, 3. They can't be 2 or 8 or anything.
Why? Because it would break too many purple digits. We need to fit 2 purple digits on there is the point. And we can't, yeah, so these are, right. So, right, because the point is they're both purple and they're not 4 or 6. So therefore, yeah, they're 7, 9, or 1, 3. I agree. So yeah, you can fill that in. 1, 3, 7, 9 is the point.
Look.
And so, yep, so row 1, column 2 is a 5. And the last purple even in column 2, we know where it is. And this we know is yellow because it sees the purple versions. is a 5 in one of these cells, and it's very interesting if it's here, if it's in the bottom two, because then it would rule 4, 6 off, but I don't know that it is given yet. But you should corner mark the 5 because the 5's pretty interesting. This line over that you have highlighted has a yellow even and a purple even in it. Oh, but it doesn't have any purple odds on it because the purple odds are already gone. So it's a yellow even, a purple even, and a yellow odd. And if the yellow is odd, that actually tells us that the yellow is not 2, 8. So the yellow 4, 6 is here, is what that tells us. So the yellow 2, 8 is here. And so this is actually the yellow 4, 6.
Okay, that blew my mind.
So if this was a yellow 2, 8, the point is that it would be impossible to put a yellow odd digit on this, but this yellow odd digit has to go on it.
Wow.
So therefore, this is a yellow 4, 6, and now therefore this yellow odd digit that I have circled, it's a 1, 9 because it can't be consecutive with the 4, 6. And yeah, Jennifer, the reason I'm mostly ignoring chat is because Simon did this, and so a lot of chat watched Simon do this, which is why I am only part paying attention to chat for this. So yeah, so we've got yeah, I know not all of chat is watch Simon do it, but I am sure much of chat did. Let's see. So yes, we've got those. So this column, it has a yellow 2, 8 and a yellow 3, 7, and they can't go together. So therefore, this digit's yellow. And that's going to tell us that the 5 actually goes in one of these two cells, which is going to tell us that this is a 4 or a 6. So that is very nice. So this is the purple 4, 6.
So these are 2 8s.
Yep, those are 2 8s.
So both 4 6s go on here.
Yep, both 4 6s go on there. And the yellow 1, 9. Tall cat pointing in out, we can write in this line. 1, 3, 7, 9. Because it's not 5, 6. So these are therefore a 2, 8 pair.
Oh yeah, if you don't have 4, 5, 6, a 4-length line is forced.
Right. If this was yellow, this is Martin's point. If this was yellow, there wouldn't be another yellow cell on the line because yellow 2, 8 sees every yellow. So it's purple. And so this is yellow. And therefore, none of these are yellow. And therefore, this digit in box 4 goes here.
Wow. That's a good spot.
Let us see.
Hang on. Back up.
Oh, right, yellow 4-6. Darn it, I missed yellow 4-6. It's still true though. This is still yellow. Because that still can't go with a yellow 2-8. So this digit still goes there.
Yep.
So even if I said something that was nonsense, it was still correct.
Which is the best kind of nonsense.
Yes, exactly. The kind of nonsense that is still correct. Okay. Okay. I'm interested in the purple one, the other purple 1379 in row 7, because it can't go here or here. And so it either goes here or it goes on this line, both of which I would very much like to know. It's the purple 2-8. The purple 2-8 is the point. If I put a 137, the purple 1379 here, I can't put purple 2-8 in row 7. That's the point. Because purple 2-8 can't go in any of these cells and it can't go there. So the purple 2-8's already on this line.
Yes.
Row 7. And so therefore the other purple 1379 is there.
Wow.
I said a 6x6 with that move. Let's see. Okay, so those are the two purples.
I'm glad I'm doing this puzzle with the king of Nabner.
Let's see. If this is yellow 2-8, can we possibly fill this line? We'd need these to be a 4-6 pair, and I guess that's okay. So if this is yellow 2-8, those become a 4-6 pair. Maybe that's okay.
The Gnick of Nabner.
Yeah, okay. Yellow 379 goes to there. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
purple 2-8 and box 8 is placed, Sayori points out.
Yeah, it is. Right there.
Very nice. Very nice. So purple 2-8 is now on this line vertically. We don't have a fantastic way to mark that, but it's interesting because it means that the purple 1379 in column 4 are quite restricted. In fact, this
don't
one's going to have to go in one of those two cells. Yep. I don't know which one yet, though, but I suspect I should. Let's see.
So if purple 2-8 is on here, what can't go on here?
Purple 1379, both of them. Let's see. Garion would like us to catch up this cell and that cell because we actually colored that cell by noting that they're the same. And
trying to understand the second part of that point, that there's no 1379s in these cells.
so this is a 1379 quadruple, and these see all of those digits.
Yes, gotcha.
So these are from 2, 4, 5, 6, 8.
Can they have a 5 though?
And they definitely have a 5. Wait, sorry. Can they have a 5? Sorry, maybe they can't have a 5. Yes, if they had a 5, then we'd be in that same problem. Right. So the 5's actually in this line somewhere. Because we'd have that 258 issue from before. Which means there's a 5 in exactly one of these two cells.
Mm-hmm.
I don't love putting the 5 with the purple 2-8, but maybe it can just be okay. Yeah, Tallcat wants us to fill in the row quad. So we've got all our 2, 4, 6, 8. So 3, 5, 7, 9. That one's not a 5. And it's not a 7 either, or a 3. Because if it were a 3 or a 7, there'd only be 2 things it could go with, and that would be a bad combination. So we've got that. Okay. So what's left to place? We've got 1 even in box 6 left to place. 1, 1, 3, 7, 9. So it's a 2-8 specifically. We have a 2-8 and a 1, 3, 7, 9 and a 5.
Mm-hmm.
And the 2-8, I guess, is we don't know the colors of the 2-8. And
does that mean the 5 is?
We don't know if they're the same color or not that are missing. I don't think, because we don't know the coloring of these 2-8s just yet.
It is pointed out that both 4 6s go on this line.
Yep, true.
So the 3 7s can't go on this line.
Yep.
So this means this is always 3 7.
Does it? There's
yes.
2 other spots for 3 7s.
But these can't both be 3.
Oh, they can't both be 3 7s because one of them is a 5. Yep, you're right. And so those are a 3 5 7. Because of that. Yep.
Right.
Because the one that's not a 5 is a 3 7 by your same argument. And so these are 4 6 and a 1 9. So you can write 1 4 6 9. Yeah, like that. Good.
It's definitely 4 and 6.
So therefore, the one of these that is a 3 7 is purple. So therefore, this is a 1 9. Oh, and this is a 3 7, and you can get rid of the red. Because of, I mean, for lots of reasons. Take your favorite pick of them. So this is a purple 3 7, and this is a yellow 1 9.
So this is purple 1 9. And both 4 6s. This is purple 3 7 and 5.
Ah, yes. The D-Web points out this 1-9 tells us that this is the yellow 2-8 because I have to put a yellow 2-8 in row 4.
Oh, this is yellow?
Yes.
But Tallcat points out that we know purple 2-8 is on here, so this can't be purple 3-7. So this is 5.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so there is a yellow 3-7 and a yellow 2-8 in these cells, and they can't go next to each other. So therefore, this cell is yellow, and there's the 5 on the line. By Trist logic, because there's 2 yellows that can't go next to each other left to place.
So this is a
3-7 or a 2-8. Yep. So 5 is in one of these 2 cells just by sudoku.
Yep.
And so that tells us where the 4 and 6 go in box 2, because there's only 2 spots for them now because everything else is nabnerized with a 5.
That's hilarious.
So those are a 4-6, and that one's not purple because it's next to a 3-7. So that one's yellow. Okay.
This is purple 2-8.
Oh, and we know exactly what goes with the 5 on a length 4 Nabner, because a 5 rules off 4. Oh no, sorry, that's not true. Never mind. Don't listen to me. But we need either both 1 and 3 or both 7 and 9 in order to make it work, because we need either 2 that are bigger than 6 or 2 that are less than 4. And so we need 2 of this 2 odds of the same color is the point. But I don't know what that color is yet. See. I was talking about the other one, D-Web. Oh, right. Okay, so D-Web's point is there's a purple 2-8 here, so they're just by Sudoku as the 2 purple odds are here. Because you can't put the purple odds with the purple D8. Yes, purple 2-8. Yep.
I don't remember what my point was about to be. People are saying I started making a good point, but you interrupted me, but I have no idea what it was now. Yeah, purple 2-8 is definitely on this line.
Mm-hmm. Sayori's point is yellow 1-9 has to go in one of these 2 cells, because yellow 2-8 is definitely on this length 4 line. So one of those 2 is yellow 1-9.
And yellow 3-7 also has to go on this line, and purple 2-8. So we know what's on it.
Yep.
Oh, so these are just a pair of yellow 1-9 and 3-7.
Yep, those are yellow 1-9 and 3-7. I agree. Yep. Purple 4-6 is just placed in column 5, right?
Oh. Yeah. So we need a purple 4-6.
This is a 3-7 or a 2-8. Just by the work we've done in the column.
Mm-hmm. If it's a 2-8, I don't think it can be a 2-8. So we have both 2-8s on a 4-length line. Does that work?
We'd have a 4-6 pair to finish out the line, which would be quite forcing, but I don't think it is a problem immediately.
So yellow 2-8 is in this column. So yellow 2-8 is...
yellow 2-8 can't go here because it would go with a yellow 2-3-7-8 and that would break.
So yellow 2-8 is here.
So yellow 2-8 is there. And now these two digits are not
3-7s or...
They're not. Yeah, they could
well,
be.
These are from
3-7s,
4,
but they're the
5,
other
6.
3-7s. No, because that's what I thought, but they could be the other 3-7s.
Oh, right. These are two different lines.
I don't know why in my brain tried to merge those, but I did.
Oh, this is purple 3-7 because it can't go here.
Yes. Yep. There's definitely a purple 4-6 in one of these two. Oh, and we
yeah, and I wonder which one.
Yep, very good spot to Carl there. So yellow 2-8 in this box now is interesting because I don't think we can put yellow 2-8 here. Because if we put yellow 2-8 here, this has both a purple 2-8 and a yellow 2-8 on it, which would force it to be 2-4-6-8, but there's nowhere for a purple 4-6 on it. So that can't be yellow 2-8, which means the yellow 2-8 is here, which resolves this. Because we know there's a purple 2-8 on this line already. And if there is a purple 2-8 on it and a yellow 2-8, it would have to be 2-4-6-8, and it couldn't be because you just put the yellow 2-8 there in that hypothetical. Oh, maybe the yellow 2-8 is the yellow 2-8 allowed to go up here. If the yellow 2-8 went up there, then we could have the purple 4-6 down there. Darn it. No,
Which
you're right.
was what I was thinking. That's why I didn't
Somehow
fill it
in my
in.
brain I thought it was down to these two already, but that's not true.
Okay, so we know 5 is on this line. Let's
right. So
now 5 is
4-6
on this
here.
line.
And now
now this can't have any 4-6 on it.
Yep, so this is yellow 4-6. And now once this is yellow 4-6, because yellow 4-6 doesn't go in line with the 5, and it's got to go in the box somewhere.
Yep.
Now my argument is correct. This is not yellow 2-8, so this is yellow 2-8. No, that's not yellow 2-8. This is yellow 2-8. And so that resolves this at least. It's a 3-7.
Oh, so we should know what these are.
Yep. So they are a purple 1-9 and a 5, I think. Garion's seeing that this can't be 3-7 anymore because there's a 4-6 on it.
This purple 3-7 looks left.
Uh-oh, you did row 5 wrong, we are being told. Oh, we just read the row wrong. The thing that is missing... the thing that is missing is a yellow 2-8. So this is a yellow 2-8 and 5.
I thought it looked slightly wrong when I did it, but I trusted you.
This still can't be 3-7, though. There's definitely a yellow 3-7 over here now, for what it's worth. Because that's not a yellow 3-7 over here.
So yellow 3-7 has to go with the 5 here.
Yep. Oh, these are a 4-6 pair now because there's a 4-6 pair in row 7. And that now means that we know what this digit is, I am being told. Because it's not any kind of 2-8 or 4-6, so it's odd. And so it's 1, 3, 7, or 9. And it's... It is not yellow 3-7 by the column.
It's not 3-7. It's
not
on
purple 1-9 or purple 3-7 by the column. So I think it's only yellow 1-9.
You don't need the column. It's got both 4-6s on it. It can't be any flavor of 3-7.
I mean, you still needed the column. I guess you could have used the box instead.
Use the Nabner.
No. My point was you still needed to know what kind of digit it was. And so you used the box 1-9 instead of the column 1-9 to tell you that it was.
I didn't use any 1-9. I knew it was a 1, 3, 7, or 9, but it couldn't be any kind of 3-7 because we have both 4-6s.
Yes, but you knew it was a yellow 1-9, and you used the box from the purple 1-9 instead of the column. Let's see. Ah, that's a good spot. Where does this digit go in box 9?
So we
It's
have
a very good spot.
we have
from,
all yellows. So this has to be a purple 1-9.
This 4-6 in row 9, column 1. We know where it goes in box.
So
in
this
box
is
9.
actually yellow 4-6. This we know where it goes in box 9. You say?
Yep, it can only go here because this Nabner has a 5 on it.
Oh, I did this earlier, but it got deleted.
Yep.
I'm just gonna mark that these are a yellow and a 5.
Green.
These are also yellow, green.
Remember that this Nabner needed either 1-3 or 7-9, which means it has a 1-9 on it, and that 1-9 has to go here because of the 1-9 pair in the row, as Paul flies point. So that's always a 1 or a 9. And now the 3-7 that it has on it, because remember it needs either a 1-3 or a 7-9. The 3 is yellow, and so this has to be yellow. So there's a yellow 3-7 up here somewhere, which we already knew.
And a purple 2-8 and a 5.
That does look left, Tall Cat points out. And so now we should interrogate what this digit can be. It's not a 5. It's not a purple less than 4-6. Could be purple 4-6.
Could be purple 1-9.
Yellow 4-6. Can't be yellow 2-8. Yeah, so it can't be yellow of any kind. It sees every kind of yellow.
Yes.
And it's not 5, so it's definitely purple, and it's only purple 4-6.
Why is it not purple 1-9?
Oh, sorry, purple 4-6 or purple 1-9. No, purple 1-9 is next to purple 2-8, honey.
Oh. So it is purple 4-6.
Yeah, yes. You almost tricked me, but I saw it at the last second. So that sorts out the 4-6s in box 7.
Also, we get that this is a 5.
Yep.
And that's a yellow 3-7. That's a 5. this is a single in the row.
Oh yeah.
This is a purple 1-9.
It looks like. The in this row we need a purple 1-9 and a purple 3-7, but that doesn't seem super useful.
Purple
box
4-6 in box 3.
6 is now over there. Okay. So that means this is purple 4-6, I think. If I follow Tall Cat's reasoning there.
Should be.
Oh yeah, these are both purple because we've got all the yellows.
Oh,
in the row and the 5.
and this sees both flavors of 4-6.
Yep. Very nice.
And this was what color? Purple.
It's purple because there's a yellow 2-8 in the row.
I found the yellow 2-8 in the box, but whatever. Now we yellow 4-6 is placed here.
Excellent. That bodes well for us finishing the puzzle. So yeah, 5 in the boxes in 3 places. We do know the bet tree is purple. That's true because it sees every yellow. And 5.
But we're not going to.
Yeah, we don't have to go crazy.
We will put digits in at the end of the puzzle. Okay. Why on earth would we disambiguate now, Martin? This is a 2-10th puzzle.
So this is a yellow 2-8 and a what?
And a
purple 1-9.
Purple 1-9.
Trying to figure out how to use this Nabner because this Nabner we have not used yet, so it has to do some magic. I don't know what magic though.
Playmaker's bet.
Okay, so what digits are left to put on this? Maybe that's the question. So it can't have any more 4, 5s, or 6s on it.
Right.
And it can't have
purple 3-7.
Can't have purple 3-7. So it's only got one purple digit on it. At most. So it needs 2 yellow digits. And so one of those
couldn't it have a 5 on it?
No,
No,
because it's
it
got a
can't.
4-6 on it. So it needs a yellow digit, and there's no yellow 4-6. So the two yellow digits are 1-9 and 3-7, and we know where the yellow 1-9 goes. That's the point. And so the yellow 2-8 we know now goes here because now but there's a yellow 1-9 there. Okay, so we just had to ask ourselves what this line could be, and it was more restricted than it looked. So yeah, that's the yellow 2-8. This is now a yellow 1-9.
Yep, I was just following that.
And these are a yellow. So that yellow 2-8 sorted out this, by the way.
Yep.
So let's do that. Okay, and so now the 5 is over here in this column, so that places a 5 there. And it's green.
Can we sort these out?
The yellow 3-7 is here, so therefore this is not yellow of any flavor. It's purple.
Sorry, it's purple.
And so the purple digit here is the purple 2-8. So this is a purple 2-8 and a yellow 3-7.
We already knew this wasn't yellow 3-7. Because there's one right there.
Sorry, I lost track. What did I just say? This is purple 2-8 and yellow 3-7.
This is yellow 3-7.
So this is 1-3-7 or 9.
That's a purple.
If you write down what I said. And this is now a 2-8.
So this is yellow.
So that's yellow, yep.
And that's purple.
Yep, and this is a
so
1-9.
This is 1-9.
Yep. These are a 5 and a purple 4-6. So you can write that they're from 4-5-6. Oh, and what's this digit? We must know exactly what this digit is now.
It's a
because we've used all the yellow digits.
It's a purple 1379.
Yes, it is a purple 1379. Very good.
Hush, Nikolai. Patience.
Okay, yellow 2-8 is here in the column. And so we know what this is. I don't know what it is, but we know what it is.
It's a purple 1-9.
Okay, good. So that sorts out the purples in box 3, if you would like. That also sorts out that that's a 3-7 of some flavor. Oh, it's a 3-7 of yellow because this is the 3-7 of purple.
Cute.
And so these are both purple now because we've got both the yellows.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is this digit? We assuredly know what it is now.
It is a purple 2-8.
2-8. And this is a purple 1-9. So that's going to help sort out the row stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
7-1-9 here.
So this is a 5.
Yep.
And that's a purple 3-7.
Yep.
And this is a yellow 3-7.
Yellow 3-7 sounds
That's
good.
a 5.
Yep.
That's a purple 4-6.
Yep. And so that's going to sort out these. This is sorted out, by the way.
Yep.
So we probably know what this is.
Yeah, it is
yellow
a
3-7.
Yeah. And so this is a purple 2-8. The puzzle's done.
Perfect. Congratulations to purple 3-7 betters. May all your betting free wishes come true.
No, we're not done. We're not done.
Sorry.
That's a 1-9. That's a 3-7. That's a 1-9. That's a 3-7. Now we're done.
Oh, and Tall Cat has donated Nabnari's donation to congratulate Twototenth for reaching double-digit figures on CTC features. Yes, congratulations, Twototenth.
Yes,
And
congratulations.
We'll get you a donation dance.
Woo! Woo!
Thank you. I approve of congratulating others by donating to me. That is that is how I think the world should work. Should we spoil the value of the bet tree, since I feel like we're now obligated to spoil that the value of the bet tree is 7? Tristan's gonna fill in 3 and ruin everything. Fine, you can fill in 3.
3 was by far the most popular bet. Oh, come on, people.
That's why you have to pay out the 7s, because someone in chat admitted that they only bet 3 because they looked up the answer in Simon. So you have to pay out the 7 betters. I think that's what you should do.
Nobody bets.
The 13 betters. The 13 betters never win anymore, so you can pay out those.
Nobody. I mean, if I paid out the 7s, no one would get it. Because nobody bet 6, 7, 8, or 9. Everybody bet low.
Amazing. Exactly. The house wins.
I'm gonna pay the 3s, even though you might not deserve it.
But beautiful puzzle, 2-10th. I'd expect no less from a 2-10th inequality puzzle. But that was delightful and very, very nice all the way through.
Yes.
It's funny, the original draft of Nabner looked like this, where you had to go through my original Nabner puzzle looked like this, where you had to go through the whole thing in 2-10th it, but I was nice and put in a given. Did you disappear, Tristan?
What? I'm here. What?
I see. You stopped filling in digits or doing anything, so I was making sure you were still alive.
We finished the puzzle.
Excellent, excellent. Alrighty, and I think we are going to wrap up stream there for today. Thank you all for your support. We're mostly feeling better, still a little low energy, but we'll be back streaming. Are you streaming this week, or am I streaming next on Friday?
I don't know. If I stream during the week, it'll be on short notice.
Okay. Well, I'll be streaming again on Friday, so I look forward to seeing you all then. Until then, thanks very much for watching. It's been a fun stream, and I'll see you all around real soon.
We have to thank people who support the stream?
Yeah, I was going to let you do that.
Oh, well, I don't have the piece of paper.
Okay. Well, thank you to everyone who supports the stream. Greatly appreciated. You're in the host, so you usually do this. If you would like to support the stream, the easiest way to do that is by clicking the join button down below. You can support us for as little as $5 a month, and we greatly appreciate all of you who do. It gets you various perks, such as access to the Zetamath exclusive room, where I often post 6x6s I make that are too hard for Ranks to stream, or Ranks Adventure Series. So there have been a few 6x6s posted by me, including a Nabner one that had almost this exact step in it. So thank you very much. And also, the people who donate at the turbine level, one of the perks they get is that I read out their names every stream. And so thank you very much to David, Nordy, Franco, Woofer, DDX, Daniel, Willie, Danita, and Nell. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you all again real soon. Thanks for watching. And big thanks to Glum Hippo again for guesting. And I'll be back soon.
Yep. Bye for now.